If I could have your attention here in the media center and up in the press box, we will begin our post-race media availability for the 60th annual Daytona 500. We're joined by tonight's third-place finisher, Denny Hamlin, driver of the number 11 FedEx Express Toyota for Joe Gibbs Racing. Denny, wild finish to this race. Please walk through those closing laps from your perspective.
Yeah, I mean, definitely put ourselves in position on the final restart. You know, it was a debate on the radio which lane to choose. Obviously, doing this long enough that I know that it's made or break by the 5th and 6th place drivers. It's not really who's directly behind you. And I looked and felt like the 21 was probably going to be one of the best pushers. I felt like I saw how strong his car was. You know, and so we try to get on the radio and get, you know, the 37 behind us, the 21, to try to buy in on, you know, whatever line gets organized the most is going to win the race. And not necessarily line, but those are the cars that's going to battle out for the victory. And we had full commit from the 37. He stuck with us. But when the 21 bailed, it just messed up the inside line, and you know, the outside line prevailed at that point. So just 50-50 coin flip, and chose the wrong lane. Honestly feel like there was nothing else I could have done, just made a different decision there on lane choice. But you know, heartbroken for Eric, excited for Austin, disappointed for myself.
Okay, we're going to open the floor up for questions. If you have a question for Denny, please raise your hand. We will get a wireless microphone to you. We're going to start with Mike, then go to Joseph.
Mike Kimber, USA Today. Denny, are we at the point with these cars and these tracks where a wreck, in effect, is going to win virtually every race? And if so, is that okay?
A wreck will win.
A wreck will produce the winner in some way or other in the last couple laps.
You know, I don't know when the last time a Speedway race has been won off someone getting into another competitor. But certainly, as big as, with this aero package, as big as the holes are getting punched in the air, it's certainly almost inevitable that, you know, there'll be some kind of contact for the lead late in the race, which some could argue that's a good thing, some a bad thing. You know, it just depends on what end you are. If you're in the stands, you probably love it. So it's exciting, but you know, it's very strategic. It also took out a lot of really good cars today, but you know, we're the ones driving it. You know, that they're not making us make the mistakes that we're making. So I think that's okay. I wouldn't, you know, panic and change anything. Really didn't get a good enough view of the final wreck with the 10 and the 3 to really comment on whose fault, if anyone's fault. It's, you know, could be just a racing thing. You never know. But definitely we weren't going to win it at that point unless, you know, they took each other out. So tough day for us. Started really great, ended really great. You know, bad finish.
Go next to Joseph. Right behind you.
Joseph Walken, frontstretch.com. After your wreck at the end of the race, Bubba Wallace said you need to take some Adderall. Do you ever respond to that, and what's your take on what happened there?
I blew my right front tire out when he came down and side drafted me, so I didn't have any control of my car, because when he came down there, I was just on the yellow line. Nothing I could have done, and it blew my right front tire out with his fender.
Any additional questions for Denny Hamlin? Denny, thanks for joining us. Good luck next week in Atlanta.
Thank you.